Hello, everybody. Welcome to Pearls of Wisdom. I have a little card reading for you today. As you know, we have kind of really difficult times in the moment. The energies are crazy, and I hear from a lot of people that they are overwhelmed. And I feel that actually myself, I just crashed the glass. I was lifting it up, and somehow I did not see the distance, which is very atypical for me. And the glass was kaput. So it is really kind of weird what's going on, and I can feel it very strongly myself, that I also, when I have to do a few things at the same time, that I kind of not panic, but feel overwhelmed, and I have to just be quiet for a moment, take a few deep breaths, and then put things into an order, what I do today. Because when I have a clear plan, it's much easier. I'm usually a person who is very spontaneous and improvise, but I see that this is not working anymore. And I want to share now with you some cards that actually give you also a little bit of explanation about what is going on in the moment. So you can see the card of the Holocaust, which is similar like the tarot card of the Tower. But you can see here that what is blowing out of that house or that chimney are eyes. And see, this is exactly what happened. In a way, we can say that our whole vision of the world, of the whole perception, what the 3D world is and was in the past, is now blowing up. And in a way, our, say, like also the automatic reaction of the body, like, you know, like with me, with that glass, the body reacts automatically to put the glass on top of the counter, and I missed it, and I put it on the frame of the counter, and it fell. Somehow is like the reality is shifting, and we cannot see anymore. It's very difficult to explain what I feel, that it is difficult to balance ourselves between our old reality, our norm 3D reality, and what is happening in the moment with us. So it is difficult to have to function properly in this moment, when this shifting energies, you know, I can compare it maybe a little bit when it's in the morning, when the first light come up, and say, for example, you're walking somewhere and it is still kind of dark, but not completely dark anymore, but light. So in the dark you would not see that. But when there is a little bit light, you might see that there is somewhere maybe a branch or something on the ground, and you mistake it for a snake, for example, because it has exactly the same form. And in a moment, you go into a consciousness of fear, but then you realize that's just the shadow of not seeing clearly yet between daylight and night darkness that gives you that illusion it can be a snake. And we are in a way in a similar situation here, that this is the illusion that is happening in the moment for us to, and we have to navigate between those two different consciousness levels in a way, the 3D usual way that we do things falling away, and not working anymore as it used to work before. And I can hear that also. I had a message from a very dear friend, and she's at the point where she said, I'm completely overwhelmed and I don't know anymore how to handle it. And I can feel that very strongly too. And I heard that from other people too, that there will be in this time this shift from one reality into another, that we are imbalanced. Because you might know that our body is transitioning from a carbon blueprint more or less to crystal blueprint. So it is probably also, the older you are, the more difficult it is. The older this physical body is, not you are. We are immortal. So age does not play a role in this level. So it is very important to understand that this switching into another energy will be sometimes disharmonious, and also especially very tiring. What is so important is that we get rest, and that we don't have big plans, but do step by step what has to be done. But don't have big fantasies or try to achieve big things. Just look at the moment. What is it what I need? What is it what I need in the moment to move forward, to make my life more easy? And be careful that you don't do other things that are not necessary. This is very important in the moment. And you can see here now the second card, which is horseplay. And you see, like, this is a young horse holding the head on the mother horse here. This is like a very important card that gives you that feeling of rest and spontaneous play in a way. Also, it's like that mother child within you. You have to be the mother and the child at the same time yourself. You have the child within. We talk about inner child work, but you're the mother or the father at the same time too. So what is very interesting in this card, and I will have here, I want to quickly read that to you because it's very beautiful. So 3 white horses plunge inland across the glistening seashore. And see, that is those horses in the back, and you can see that actually here the horse number 4 here is just a shadow. It's not a horse. It's, you don't see it here. So you have an idea that those are apocalyptic animals, and here we have the horse with the wing. So the Pegasus, which is the messenger of the gods, carrying the teachings from another dimension. And we have again here the situation that we look into another dimension. The 3 horses symbolize fantasy and a wave of inspiration. What is so important, and I pointed that out in my short readings in my blog, the one that I wrote. So you might have seen that I write a little reading most every day in my blog. So you can sign there up for free or join my one of my social media where I post it whenever I have something out there. So it is actually a reminder of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, suggesting the end of the known reality and the entry into another reality of a different frequency. So what can you do to help you to get there? This is only the thing that you see in the foreground. Be quiet, keep up your spontaneous playfulness, and try to, whatever comes, take like a child. Many religions have also talked about that unless you are like a child, you cannot make it into a higher dimension. And this is very real because our programmed brain will not make it. That is the pack that we cannot take along. We have to let go of all this brainwash, which is here very clearly that we have to see the world from a completely other perspective, that the eyes, how we see the world, has to go and has to leave us. The old house has to be destroyed that we can move into the new reality. And if we are like the children And now if we go into that consciousness, especially for those who have children or have children right now, look at them, their innocence. Look at them, how they act, how they react to something. And we can learn a lot from them. And then the third card is where we're going, Mont Meru, the center of the universe, and I've talked about that before. See, down here we have the clouds. And again, the clouds represent the mind. So we move beyond the clouds, on top of the mountain. So the center of the universe, Mount Meru, is a card of reward. Once you let go of all that old stuff and just let go of all the programs, be open and spontaneously playful again, to do something new that you have never done before, or to just go with something, and you will be rewarded, and the vision becomes clear again. And once you are in harmony with the higher frequency, things will come into your life that you have not expected. Things will be much easier for you because you are aligned to that higher frequency, and you attract automatically what you need in this moment of time. Oh gosh, it's not easy. It's powerful. It's in a way very beautiful, and we have to be very grateful that we are on the planet right now, because this is such an amazing time, such a powerful transition. Keep up the good energies and dream again, dream spontaneously. What is that you want in the new life? What makes you happy? Listen to good music, read a good book whenever you have time, and make sure you have enough rest. That's it for today, and I will do a little card reading tomorrow in my blog again. You'll find the link below. Thank you very much, and looking forward to see you again.